This is Byron Brown, the anti-lawyer. No, I don't look like it, but I am a lawyer and have been one for 20 years. As many of you heard, Cain Velasquez has been charged with attempted murder of a man in California. And I have a theory about this. I'm going to assume if it goes to a jury trial, what would happen. And I'm going to let you know about jury nullification, which I think, depending on your school of thought, you may agree with in this situation. If you like my videos, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, as many of you heard, Cain Velasquez, former UFC heavyweight champion. He's a living badass. He allegedly chased down a couple of individuals. One of them had molested one of Cain Velasquez's relative over 100 times. Some news agencies are reporting that it is his son. I've heard different things, but at a very minimum, it is one of his relatives. And kind of as the story goes, although the police have not released very many facts, if anything, we have found out that Cain allegedly chased down another vehicle and then fired at that vehicle, hitting the father of the alleged molester. The MMA community, the combat community has gotten behind him and they want to see him released. So let's just make a couple of assumptions here for a couple seconds. Let's assume Cain Velasquez goes to trial for attempted murder. And let's assume that these allegations are correct, that the individuals he was after, at least one of them molested one of his relatives. I've talked to lots of people about this, and there's kind of maybe two schools of thought. There's the one, hey, justice was served. And then there's the other one. Hey, he put some people in danger. He shouldn't have done this. Now Cain's gonna maybe go to jail and this alleged molester might be free. Well, there's a concept called jury nullification. So if you're part of the first school of thought, meaning like justice was served, if someone molested someone you loved or a relative, maybe you would want to do the same thing and get justice yourself. Well, in those circumstances, if you agree, then maybe if you sat on a jury, you might render a decision not based on the law, but based on your personal beliefs, morals, and ethics. And that's called jury nullification. So jury nullification is a real thing. It is legal in the United States, although it's very controversial. But what jury nullification is it's a jury listens to all the facts and evidence in a trial, and the facts and evidence prove somebody is guilty. But regardless of the facts, regardless of the law, juries or jurors on a jury do not render a guilty verdict. Instead, they render a not guilty verdict. And the not guilty verdict is jury nullification. Because jury nullification occurs when guilt has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt, and the facts applied to the law by its very letter, prove that the individual is guilty. But despite that, a jury renders a not guilty verdict. So this is a perfect example of if Cain ends up in trial, and you get a jury who is like-minded, meaning they believe Cain was well within his right to administer street justice in this situation. And let's assume further that the facts and evidence come out that Cain is guilty. And that's what happens at trial. Hypothetically, if that does happen, a jury could still find Cain Velasquez not guilty by use of jury nullification. Now, does that mean if that happens, and this is all very hypothetical, that it would stick? Not necessarily, because, the prosecution could file an appeal and could file a motion to set aside the verdict. They could do a number of things. But for the purposes of this video, I wanted to introduce everybody to the concept of jury nullification because it was what popped into my head when I heard about this incident with Cain Velasquez. I'm interested in your opinion. I'm interested in your comments because I know this can be controversial. I know everybody's not going to agree with me about the use of jury nullification. But please leave your comments and questions below and I'll answer them. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.